Mario Bros., Nintendo, Universal, and Illumination have changed the way Hollywood will function over the next 15 to 20 years. Let me explain. In the late 1990s, comic book films were destroyed by one film. This film.
Hi, Freeze. I'm Batman. Can't do it alone.
And video game movies were considered a joke because all these.
Rule the universe.
Get me the rock!
Now, for comic book movies, this changed when the first Blade movie was released. It wasn't a huge game changer, but it did pave the way for a little team known as X-Men. These movies did really good at the box office, but then someone even bigger swung into the picture: Spider-Man. The point I'm trying to make is this: Spider-Man was to comic book films exactly what Mario is going to be for video game adaptions. Now, I know that there's been plenty of good video game adaptions that have been released as of late, going back to Sonic, Pokemon, Uncharted, and let's definitely not forget the show that literally broke HBO Max, Last of Us. You see, when it comes to video game adaptions, people were always thinking of the original Mario movie, or Street Fighter, or things like Blood Rain, which I really don't even want to talk about. But the Mario Brothers are now in their 5th weekend at the box office and competing against a Hollywood juggernaut in the MCU, with Guardians of the Galaxy dropping this past weekend. However, the Mario Brothers still brought in $50 million worldwide in their 5th week at the box office. Now, to put things into perspective, there are films that get released that during their entire run don't make $50 million. So how did Nintendo do this? How did Universal, Illumination, and Nintendo come together and make a Mario Brothers movie that everyone would go to see and thoroughly enjoy and even give it repeat viewings? Well, the answer is actually quite simple. The idea of Mario is actually simple. It's a typical hero's journey. There is no hidden message underneath. It's about brothers that care about each other, trying to save the Mushroom Kingdom, but in a way that they accidentally did it. In the Mario Brothers movie, they're transported to the Mushroom Kingdom, where they accidentally get split up, and Mario's goal is to save his brother. In this scenario, Mario turns into the accidental hero, but a hero that he needs to be to save the Mushroom Kingdom. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all that happens in this movie, and also why it worked so well, because at face value, it's just a Mario movie. Throw into the bag a handful of Easter eggs and references that adults will get, then, well, you have a winner. You see, Nintendo, Universal, and Illumination just did to Hollywood exactly what Spider-Man did back in the year 2002. That is, establish what these characters can be and establish how big their stories can get. Make no mistake, other studios are looking at every single video game property that they can take advantage of. And also make no mistake, we're about to get a bunch of video game movies that are not so great, just like we did when the first Spider-Man movie was released with other comic book films. Now with Mario Brothers, they hit with nostalgia, beautiful colors, beautiful scenery, a beautiful film all around. You don't walk out being upset from the movie, you walk out being in an extremely good mood and looking forward to what's next. And Hollywood is definitely paying close attention if you take a look at what's happening with everything in the comic book film genre. These movies are underperforming and not doing what these movies should be doing. With all that said, they're definitely looking for what is next. And with the Mario Brothers movie being such a massive success, you can bet that video game adaptions are on the rise. But hey, that was my real perspective. I'd love to hear yours. Sound off below and let's talk about it. If you guys enjoyed this video, remember to hit that like button and subscribe to get more just like it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.